Good afternoon, morning, evening, whenever this video graces you, gentlemen, gentle lady, gentle people of the world. Today's an interesting day. Today's the first day of the NFL preseason kickoff, which of course means no real football is going to be played for another month. But in that, it's been a very, very eventful off season. So with that being in mind, there's plenty of content and plenty of things to be to examine in the lines of this week and as lines of these proceedings with the preseason coming ahead and no real football being able to be played for a little while here. So I decided, why don't we see a very intelligent, very, very gauged place for athletic news and athletic reactions, NFL meme page. Usually, this is usually where I get a lot of my news when I want to, recap some of the sports happenings of the week. If it's a busy work week and I haven't been able to catch up. Usually a lot of very insightful and very retroactively understandable things that come from this particular subreddit here. So we're gonna take a deep dive, dibble down into it. Check out what we have this week. A very eventful week. We got a lot of good news lines. Not like a lot of good headlines right now. Never forget, shout out Ocho Cinco, one of the legends of the game. You know what he gets into. That's interesting. Okay, now just remember, ladies and gentlemen, these right here, these 7 Super Bowls. You can't argue with that. Keep it moving. Cowboys fans, they're seeing microphone. The overreaction to Cowboys fans. How do we know it's the NFL season if Cowboys fans aren't losing their mind? Please be gentle to his forehead. We know it's a 7 head. I don't know why we come out the sheriff like this, man. We know he has a giant forehead. Stop it. Johnson. Oh, that's a good point. This is a good point to bring up here. Look at this. I mean, obviously, not every last person named Johnson, but it's very interesting to see. These are 3 of some of the most talented receivers of the last 2 generations in the NFL, and probably the most talented, the best receiver of all time, and all in this similar circumstance where they're on this team, and not only are they a great receiver and they're probably one of the best players on the team, they're the best receiver, they're the standout guy, and everything that they do cannot be able to be shouted and forecast to the rest of the world. I mean, people didn't really, if it wasn't for the antics, no one probably would have known about Chad Ochocinco. Andre Johnson was one of the, like I said, most talented receivers, but he was on my terrible Texans team, which got no coverage whatsoever. So, he went quietly off into the night. This is an interesting little concept here. I like that. I never thought to think about it like that. Huh. That sucks. Only because I'm a Andre Johnson fan, so. -3. That's hilarious. A Cowboys fan probably made this because they don't know how to look at a football screen, but it's all good. More Peyton slander. Stops that. Okay, Tyreek slander. It's kind of hilarious. I've seen that 1,000 times. Oh, wow. Achilles heel. Eli Manning. That's hilarious. He should be the 2 worst teams from the 2 highest draft picks will face off. That'll be interesting. But the problem is preseason football is, of course, not real football. So that doesn't really matter. Oh, we love the Tom Brady slander, huh? Cam and his amazing hats. Love going at them. I mean, the hats are great. Look, they might be ugly, but they're great at the same time. You understand? Because they're very elegant and well made and obviously cost way too much money. But they just look silly on a 6'5" superhuman. That's all it really is. But do your thing, Cam. Make it happen. It's a choking hazard. Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? Yeah, Falcons are terrible. And they're going to be terrible for another 3 years. That sucks. I live in Atlanta, so that's terrible. Highest paid. Love what you love, man. He got a nice pack, too. Oh, they're coming at Joe Judge. He's having a great time, man. I'm telling you, it's been a great little offseason. Football is football, ladies and gentlemen, and it doesn't mean that we can't make fun of preseason football. because it's clearly not the same standards. Here's the thing: the reason why we can watch, like, I would watch a high school game over a preseason because there's a real game plan. Everyone is trying to win. It's not just not that there's anything wrong with that, right? But don't say that it's the same degree of football as two teams that are both, have this game plan to win a game. They're not trying to win a game in preseason. They're trying to make sure they do the things right so they can get the best looks possible and then get valuable reps. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. That's great. I can watch it. I'm just saying, don't be upset that it's just not very entertaining whatsoever. Oh, and they're coming at. I left this on here while I was talking about it. That's a shame. I'm not here for Cowboy slander. I think it's hilarious, but I'm not here for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Tony Romo's not going into the Hall of Fame. It's just as simple as that. I love Tony Romo, but if Tony Romo goes to the Hall of Fame, then you have to send Matt Schaub to the Hall of Fame. I'm telling, like, there's no way. Great guy, clearly talented, but that's insane. There you go. Yeah, baseball's about to get buried, and I'm very happy about it. Nah, wow. We're not gonna touch that one. That one's spicy. Uh, yeah, order to play. Okay, lion slander is always good because lions are awful and they're going to be terrible. Shout out to Motor City Dan Campbell. But I don't think there's anything you can do to stop that. Holy Lord, have mercy on my soul. This is terrifying. I don't know if I've ever been terrified by a normal picture in a long time. Well, supposedly normal, but I've never seen such soulless eyes, man. Holy Lord, that G. Tommy B looks like he is off half of a. Never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm scarred. Appreciate you for joining. Hope you enjoyed some of these memes. Hope you thought they were kind of funny, kind of silly, and it's ready for real football, man. You enjoy the rest of your day.